Just wanted to come back to you again with another session of Freshlinks for what is it, the third week of April. And I was looking at our calendar the other day. The first day that we were off the fields was, I believe, March 12th. So it's been over a month that we have not been on the fields. Seems like forever ago. We are no longer in a post 9/11 world. We are in a current COVID world, and hopefully soon we will be in a post coronavirus world. So as we get to it today, I just wanted to go over some quick links with you guys and just share some things that I've curated over the past week. There's a lot going on. I've been overwhelmed with the amount of data that's been coming into my inbox. So I don't want to overwhelm you with everything. Just wanted to share some good things that I thought would be interesting for you to look. There's stuff here for players, there's stuff for coaches, there's stuff for parents, and even I've got a link for referees this time. So let's get to it as we go through these fresh links for you today. So I'm going to just share my screen for you guys right now so that here we go. We can go through these links and make sure I pull up the right one. I think this is the one. And here we go. All right, so these are the fresh links under, you see here, the AC Brea resources, Google document. I've shared this with the club, so you can pull all the fresh links here. The first one is a major announcement from U.S. Soccer this week. So let's get right to that. The U.S. Soccer has suspended operations for the U.S. Soccer Development Academy for both the boys and the girls program. This announcement came out, I believe it was yesterday, and another huge announcement that also came out in conjunction with this is that the MLS, Major League Soccer, had announced that they are running their own academy program. So as U.S. Soccer drops their program, MLS is starting their program. So what we have not had an announcement yet is what's going to happen with the girls academy teams. So the MLS, I'm assuming, is only running boys academy since the MLS does not have girls teams. So it's yet to be determined what is going to be happening on the girls side of things. So I'm sure a lot of people will be scurrying around to try and figure that out. What went along with this announcement also is that through Soccer America reported on the changing landscape of boys soccer, as you can see here. There's a number of clubs down. If you look at what's going on in Southern California, a number of clubs, as this announcement was happening, said that they are going to drop out of the Development Academy and join the ECNL. So you can follow this link. It's on our fresh links that I'm going to be emailing you guys. So you can click on these links here and check it out if you want to read some more. So there's a whole bunch of clubs listed here that says what they're going to be doing in the future. And the new leagues are going to be formed, and it's going to be a lot of chaos, and hopefully the dust will have settled and all the leagues will be set as we go forward. None of this should really impact AC Brea. It is definitely impacting our affiliate, FC Golden State, as they have dropped out of the U.S. Soccer Development Academy and have joined the ECNL. They are already a member of ECNL, so they will be going further from there. If any of you are watching in or listening or looking at these links and don't know what all these acronyms meaning, USSDA, USSF, ECNL, why don't you just give me a call, reach out. I'll explain all of it to you. Or you can type them into Google and search and say, what does this acronym mean? For those of you that are in the know, and there's a lot going on, there's an article here in ESPN that explains U.S. Soccer ends Development Academy as MLS announces Youth League. So you can read through this article here and get some ideas on what's going on in the world of soccer. All right, so those are some major announcements that are happening in the world. Obviously, none of these clubs are out training. MLS is suspended for time being. U.S. Soccer is suspended. All of their youth national team programs, at least through the end of this year. So nobody's even out in the field playing soccer, and yet what we have is major shifts and changes happening in the youth soccer landscape. So next, I'm sure we'll be hearing changes from U.S. youth soccer, possibly from Cal South, as well as U.S. club soccer. But everyone's scurrying around now trying to figure out what's going to happen when we get back. So hopefully all these decisions being made by the powers that be will result in great opportunities for our players here in Brea and our affiliates, so that we can continue to provide good competitive leagues for us to play in that point to a pathway to maybe going to college, playing pro, getting good high school looks. So there's a lot going on that we want to help out with. Okay, so on to the next thing. I have curated a few movies for you guys to watch. Some of you have probably got to the end of Netflix, binge watched everything, watched Tiger King, watched all the Disney Plus films. So maybe you're looking for some obscure, interesting films to watch as you spend your time at home and looking for stuff for your kids to watch. There's a organization called Kicking and Screening Media Group. They've posted a lot of films that can be watched, so I provided a link here. They have, I think, listed a bunch of films, but again, it's Kicking Screening Media. Some of them you can rent. Other ones can be streamed if you can search them. So there's a lot of good films in here for you guys to watch, and should be really interested for you guys to check these out. If you like them, share them with me. I have not watched all of these films, a couple of them, but love to have you guys take a look and see what you like. So there's something to fit for everybody's soccer taste here for watching the films. Another one that was recommended to me was this one called Sunderland Till I Die. Now, Sunderland is a soccer team playing in the English Premier League, and the reason why this was recommended is because somebody called it it's the Tiger King of England. So I don't know all the controversies that are behind this movie, but what I've heard is it's very interesting. There's a lot of really interesting characters in it, and it's a series, so it's on Netflix. So if this is something you might want to be interested in checking out, check out Sunderland Till I Die. Okay, the next group of films for you is a series of the top 10 documentaries of all time, according, obviously, to this author Daniel Story. So he listed all the top 10 documentaries of all time that he believes are good soccer movies. Here's one called An Impossible Job. The Next Goal Wins, one called Hillsborough, one from Orient, Club for a Fiver. So there's 10 different films here. I believe if you go in here, you can find out probably a lot of them are on YouTube. Maybe some are obscure, and we'll have to dig down and find out where they are. This one right here, the Diego Maradona film on HBO was a very good watch. I watched that one myself, and I was enthralled with it. It's told a really interesting story of Diego Maradona, so I'd highly recommend that one as a good film to watch. So, and there's many more. There's 10 films here for you guys to watch and check them out. So got plenty of films for you guys to watch this week. And now on to some stuff for the kids. MLS has launched an online digital content platform called Train with MLS. I've got a website here. This link is also going out in the links to you guys through our TeamSnap account for AC Brea. So if you're a current AC Brea player, member, coach, you will receive all these links. But this is a platform that they've come up with. They've got ball mastery, dribbling, fitness, fun. They've got a bunch of videos for each one, and it looks like a lot of them are created by MLS players. So if you're looking for something different, I'm sure you guys are totally overwhelmed with all the stuff there. that you've already received from your coaches, but there's a lot of good stuff to get. The best thing to do is to find videos that you like. If you're a coach, share them with your teams. If you're a player, find these videos, watch them, try and create it, challenge it for yourself, see if you can accomplish it, and then you can maybe share it with your coach and share it with me, and we can put it on our AC Brea social media. Another interesting training thing that we're going to look at is called the functional movement screen. If you're interested in finding out how you can do some injury prevention, the best thing to do is to look at how your children move, how they do squats, how they bend, how they jump, how they step. So there's a website called functionalmovement.com, and this here was is an online session for that. But within the functional movement screen, there is a exercise library that you guys can look at all the different things that are done to help with flexibility and balance. So the functional movement system is really a series of, I believe, 7 movements that you can do to understand how it works. So not too much on the functional movement screen, because I am going to be doing an interview with our goalkeeper director, Kevin Crowley, and he is actually an expert in the functional movement screen. So that'll be great, and he will explain what that's all about. So that's coming up probably next week. We'll post that for you. Another thing I found that I have used as a coach for years and years is the FIFA 11 Plus. And I was able to locate an 11 Plus poster for children. So there's a ton of stuff that you can find on YouTube. Just type in FIFA 11 Plus, but I'm going to give you guys a link to this poster. So if you want to print it up and hang it up on your kid's wall and give them some things to do just for fun and for strength and flexibility exercises. So there's another thing you guys can use for training this week. All right, now on to some webinars. Now I've been curating, like I said, there's a lot of webinars happening. It seems like every coach, every association, every club is posting webinars on how to be successful during this time, coaching through coronavirus. So I picked out, I think, 3 different sources for webinars. The first one is US Club Soccer. They have a program called Players First, and they have a whole series of webinars coming up for you guys. Social Media for Success, an Athlete's Guide. Better coaches equals better players, creating an inclusive learning environment. They got one here called The Prevalence of ACL Injuries in Female Athletes. They got one coming up with Let's Talk About Team Culture with Shannon Sorofsky and Shannon McMillan. Shannon McMillan was actually one of my favorite women's national team players back in the day. She was a great winger. Hopefully she's got some great insights. ECNL president Christian Lavers with one called Leadership During Uncertain Times. So there's all kinds. And you can even go to their past events, how youth players can become leaders, dispelling popular myths in college recruiting. It goes on and on. So if you want to learn about some stuff, US Club Soccer is a great resource for that. The next association is the United Soccer Coaches. They have a series called Coaching Through COVID, and they've got a bunch of programs set up, so you can watch past recordings. This one was 2 days ago on Tuesday, April 14th. This one's actually today, Keeping It Positive in an Unpredictable World. Next week, Effective Leadership Through Tough Times. The manager for the Chelsea FC women's professional soccer team. So again, it goes on and on. Here's one I'm totally going to watch: How Adversity Builds a Stronger Coach, with one of my favorite coaches, Eric Winalda, the head coach of Las Vegas Lights FC. For those of you who recognize that name, Las Vegas Lights FC, one of our former coaches Brian Fuente is a player on Las Vegas Lights FC. So again, there's a whole bunch of great webinars for you to watch here on United Soccer Coaches. The last webinar I have for you is with the coaching manual. The coaching manual is a bunch of guys from England, and they all have connections with Premier Leagues. So they've got two separate webinars that involve Manchester United coaches. This one is called Coaching Youth Development Phase Players. So if you don't know what that is, check it out and maybe learn something. If you know what the development phase is for players and you're interested in learning more, they've got a development coach from Man United, development coach from Southampton, and actually a local coach, it looks like, from Strikers FC. So the coaching manual is a good resource for that as well too. Another thing that they had, this one's already been posted, the Mike Phelan webinar. If you don't know who Mike Phelan is, he is the assistant manager for Manchester United. So this should be a great one. I have it on my to-do list to follow this webinar, but I have not gotten to it yet. It looks like it's about an hour long. So it should be some good stuff there. It's a good webinar. And the last thing I have is a manual that I found on the FIFA Medical Network. The website here, FIFAmedicalnetwork.com, the FIFA 11 Plus Manual, Referee Edition. If you are a referee or you want to be a referee, I got a link coming to you guys, and this is something you can download. It's a PDF document, 62 pages long, and should be some good stuff. A complete warm-up program to prevent injuries in referees and assistant referees. Seeing how the word program is spelled, you can tell this was coming from Europe. So feel free to get involved and download this manual here. And I'm sure it's a great training exercise for those of you who have been sedentary, sitting at home, and are looking for maybe a new program of fitness and development at home. So definitely encourage you guys to download this manual and check it out. And yeah, it's a great resource for you. All right, back to me. Again, that was a bunch of links that I wanted to share with you. At the end of the day, for all of you out there that are home, if you're home alone and you're quarantined, I encourage you to do your best to get connected to friends and family through phone calls, through Zoom. It's really good to share your thoughts and feelings with others. You know, whether you are feeling good and encouraged and excited to have this time at home, that's great. Reach out and share that encouragement and hope with somebody else. If you feel discouraged and down and like nobody's around or helping you out, then be vulnerable, take a step, reach out to somebody and share with them that you need some help and you're struggling. Human contact is great. We can't give each other's hugs or high fives right now, but we can give each other hope and encouragement and love through these social media platforms. You can even write some messages in chalk on your sidewalk to encourage those who are going for walks in the neighborhood. Look for ways to donate if you have funds, if you're still working. There's so much we can do to support those around us. If you are a player or a parent, definitely don't assume that your coach is you know, all happy and excited. I'm sure they put on a good face when they give you guys a call, or they're doing the Zoom training sessions to be in good spirits and excited, encouraged. A lot of our coaches are, we're all human, and we may be struggling. So reach out, encourage your coach, tell them that you're thankful for what they're doing, support them, and we hope that our coaches are doing the same thing for all of you. We'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback on how things are going. Definitely reach out to me. My email is matt, at breasoccer.org. Feel free to reach out to me. You can find my cell phone on the Brea website, breasoccer.org. let me know how things are going, how we can help as a club. Again, so we're doing all we can to get through this time, and it's pushed me to become a better director of coaching, become a better technical director, to find out what is out there. I'm going through a whole new type of learning curve myself with this new technology, filming myself, sharing my screen. It can get overwhelming at times, I'm sure. So we look forward to seeing you guys again, hopefully sooner rather than later out on the field. But until then, stay home, stay safe, stay positive, encourage and love one another, and be sure to use those core values to keep track of your goals and achievements. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Bye.